Hey, what's up? This is Cam from the Brother Slim, and we are back diving into a settlement phase. Just a little recap because I ran out of time last time playing for, I think, the beginning of Lantern Year 27, but this is the final episode from facing off against my first level 3 Screaming Antelope, which I was unprepared for, didn't look into the fight, and mucked a whole bunch of things up, but it ended up turning around and was a really fun session, so that was cool. We only came back with 2 survivors. But it was kind of the B team, which is okay. I did lose my immortal Phoenix survivor, which was a shame. But they did withstand so many happy fun table rolls for the brain. So you know what? It's okay. Win some, lose some, even if it's gruesome. And yeah, this should be a pretty cool settlement phase. We got a bunch of stuff to get through. We're gonna get some cool new updated resin carapace gear we're going to dig up, which is sweet. And we might try and either build some blacksmith stuff or either go for the oxidized bacon shield. So we shall see. Yes. So first things first, we arrive back in our settlement and we are going to do the settlement event. Cracks in the ground. A low rumbling fills the settlement. Small cracks in the earth widen into fissures that belch up hot, foul-smelling vapor. Okay, cool. It doesn't say roll a dice, but I'm assuming roll a d10. 8. You find a sharp stone in the rubble left from the quake. Gain 1 founding stone gear. Super cool. Okay, cracks prevent home endeavors, and vapor improves breathing, +1 to the result of nightmare training endeavors. Okay, hunt shrine, I don't think we have that. And scarification. So spend 3 organs, we're not keen on doing that right now. Spend 3 resources to potentially die on a 1 to 6, that sounds awful. And require scarification, which we don't have, and I don't think we have hunt shrine either. We might though. Let me take a quick look here. Because we have Shrine. I don't know about if Hunt Shrine's any different though. Let's see. So 1 to 6 memory loss, set your weapon proficiency to 0, gain the following ability on a 7+. Once per showdown, as a monster draws an AI card, name a card out loud. If it's that one, you gain a +1 evasion. And yeah, that's not worth potentially losing a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah, that's going to be just whatever. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do age first on our 2 returning survivors. So we'll pull out ye old book here with the cool art. And our returning survivors are Gancho here. And Gancho did get Fist and Tooth, which is awesome. That was from before, but let's go ahead and do age. So technically speaking, this is the first age. He just already has the experience from being a kid of some other survivors. So let's roll 2 d10s. Getting a 14. A random fighting art it is. Let's see what we get. Thrill Seeker. Whenever you gain survival during the showdown phase, gain 1 additional survival. That's kind of cool. I don't know how useful it'll be for them, but hey, we'll take it. That sounds good to me. Okay, so we've got that. And then how about for Scar here? Scar got a pretty unfortunate secretive disorder. I wonder if we could get rid of that. But then again, I don't know how much we're going to be actually using Scar, so we'll see. Maybe I'll see how we're doing on endeavors, and I might try and get rid of that. We shall see. But let's do this first. So 2 d10s, getting a 13, and that is just going to be the same thing. A random fighting art, which will be a first. Let's see what he gets. Carapace of Will. At the start of the showdown, gain Steadfast Survivor status card. When you are attacked, if you have 2 Steadfast tokens, ignore hit and remove all your Steadfast tokens. Oh, and that's actually kind of cool. So if I remember correctly, Steadfast tokens you gain when you don't move for a turn. Something like that, at least. And so on our kind of hokey pokey Lancer character, that might not be too bad. Cool. All right, well, that is age done. So let's go ahead and do Black Harvest, which is on the timeline. So Black Harvest has this very cool art here of going down into the underground, fighting with all kind of crazy plants and such. And yeah, So I think this is possibly, just looking at the art here, it's pretty cool. Nightmare corn. That's getting all over this guy. Nice little bone sticking out. And I assume this lady's probably getting Rhodocanthus. Let me get this a little bit closer here, actually. Try and get rid of that glare so you can see a little better. And then over here is what we're going to be doing today. The vampiric artichoke. Oh, that's kind of wild what's going on over there. Yeah, cool. Very, very cool. Cool and cruel, shall we say. So, Black Harvest. The settlement nominates a survivor to be the gatherer. The gatherer performs one of the following events, depending on the level of Black Harvest. In addition, the settlement may unbury gear that they encased and buried in the underground story event. So we're definitely going to do that. All right, so who do we want to be our gatherer? I think if we have any plebeians, we're going to do that. I've made brightness off camera. I have enough population and survivors that I should have been making more than I currently have available, so I just whipped her up in the interim. Okay, let's go ahead and do Dark Eyes 7 shall be the gatherer. Just judging by this art, I don't think it's going to be very good. We shall see. Vampiric Artichoke. The gatherer descends with the team to harvest. The gatherer is entrusted to serve as bait. The team manages to return to the prized Vampiric Artichoke. Roll 1d10. Oh, excuse me. 4. That's probably not going to be good. On a result of 1 to 8, the gatherer's blood is drained by the bizarre plant and they die. Regardless, the settlement feasts. Okay, well, goodbye, Dark Eyes. Number 7. Let's just kill them off really quick. Oops, is the wrong button. Cause of death. Death by artichoke. What a way to go. And dead. There we go. Okay, so settlement phase. You may craft gear at the resin crafter, which requires nightmare corn and the vampiric artichoke. Departing survivors that can consume gain. Okay, so that'll be everybody. Gain +1 armor at all hit locations. And departing survivors that gain survival up to the survival limit. Ignore 1 ingredient for any cooking recipe. Oh, that's interesting. I might actually take a look at cooking in that case. That is cool. So, unbury gear. Let's do that next. Unbury gear. Nominate 1 or more survivors to be restorers. A survivor cannot be a restorer if they have endeavored elsewhere this settlement phase. They carefully unbury the encased gear and gingerly work to free the item without damaging it. All restorers are exhausted by their task. They cannot depart or spend endeavors this settlement phase. Each restorer selects 1 buried gear from storage and rolls 1d10. The group may archive a cell, strange resource, to add +4 to all restorers' rolls this year. Okay, well, we're going to do that for sure. Just in cases, because we definitely have one of those. Let's take a look here. Storage. I think it's strange resource, right? Strange. And we have only 1. Well, we are using it for sure. So the cell is gone. Cool. So that means we automatically get these things, which is nice. So successful calcification. You are heralded as a master restorer. If you have 0 hunt XP, you cherish this moment forever. Draw 3 random fighting arts and select 1 to gain. Okay, well that's cool. I didn't realize that. Doesn't matter though, because who is it going to be? Let's go ahead and say Gancho. Because they're not going to be able to depart next time anyways. Timeless Eye. Your attack roll is a perfect hit and a result of 9 or 10. You cannot use Timeless Eye if you have the blind severe head injury. Cool. And then next up, let's go ahead and do who makes sense. So not Tien, we're going to be using you, not Hesina. Let's go ahead and do Durka's 9, who's got a little tiny bit of axe specialization. Oh, I was supposed to do 3 and pick 1, but that's okay. We shall do that here. Otherworldly luck. Hunter summon phase. Okay. Tough. Add 1 to the results. Unless you roll a 1, add 1 to the result. You know what? Tough sounds good. Let's tumble. Successfully tumble out of harm's way. That is pretty cool. I like that too. Let's do tough. There's a good chance we're not going to use those characters, but that's still cool. So the gear that we're getting from this, I'm pretty sure I already saved it, but let's just take a little looky-loo. So wet resin crafter, and the gear that we got is calcified greaves. So we got fancy pantaloons here. Item bone heavy, -1 movement, add 3 to all hit locations. And if you get a green puzzle piece and a blue infinity, add 2 to ripple pattern roll results, which is pretty sweet. And then the other one is one that we already had already, the calcified shoulder pads. So item bone heavy, add 3 to all hit locations, and ripple pattern. When you ignore a hit, roll a d10, and now on an 8+, ignore 1 hit. So pretty cool. So the MO here is going to be with our Lose It In, our Fist and Tooth Fellow. Just move the mic closer to my face, didn't realize how far away it was. And our Lose It In, let's see, where'd you get to? The 6th. Did I update the loadout? Yes, I did. So we have a full kit of rolling armor. I realized I think I was doing it wrong and I was missing the greaves before. So my bad. So the full kit of rolling armor, the final lantern, Sleeping Virus Flower, Lucky Charm, and then we can't get rid of the Twilight Sword. I kind of wish we could now because we don't need it anymore, but that's okay. And yeah, so pretty cool. Super stoked on this kit, and he's got a good chunk of armor. And he also gets to benefit from where is it? Leyline Walker. While there's no armor or accessory in your gear grid, gain 3 evasion. So we just get to benefit from that, and we got a bunch of armor too. So our Lose It In is a beast, as they say. Sweet. Okay, so that brings us to the question of what to do with all of our endeavors and such. We have 7, which isn't too shabby. And what I'm curious about is how much scrap and stuff do we have? Actually, I'm going to take a quick look at cooking because I kind of want to see about cooking. +1 permanent evasion and 10 survival. Reason being, is that worthwhile? Beefsteak, pustules, fresh acanthus. We wouldn't be able to do that. Do we have any? Let me just take a little look here. Oh, we do have some vermin. We have a crab spider and a nightmare tick. So crab spider is not going to help us in cooking here. Nightmare tick means we could totally do the venison osobuco. So we could give someone +1 permanent evasion, which sounds pretty sweet, actually. That is tempting. One thing I want to take one quick look at. Is it all cooking? Ignore 1 ingredient from any cooking recipe. So that phrasing means just 1 in my book. Okay, so the crab spider doesn't help, and we wouldn't be able to do that because we don't have pustules, I don't think. Let me take a look here. Oops. Just seeing if we could do the stuffed cockroach. I don't think we could, but who knows. Phoenix, we have 1 resource. Yeah, the black iron skull thing's not going to do it. But that's okay. So I think let's do this. Let's make a venison okabuko, and we shall use up the nightmare tick because don't really care for what else we'd be able to do for it. So let's just use that up. And then I think we'll keep the bone because we need a bunch of bones for other stuff. And so in that case, just the beefsteak and fresh acanthus. There we go. And where did that screaming antelope get to? Oh, we don't have a beefsteak. Never mind. We are using the beefsteak and getting rid of a shank bone. There we go. Cool. And so, who do we want to do this to? I'm kind of thinking TN makes the most sense, our tanky person. Yeah, let's do it on TN. So evasion, boom, up to 2. And survival is going to get juiced up to the max. Awesome. That's cool. Cooking for the very first time. Me likey. And then I think we're going to oxidize. Not going to lie, right now I'm not too crazy concerned about juicing up the lantern thing. but maybe I'll take a quick look at it too when deciding here. Let's see. So Lantern Research 139. Okay, so once per Lanternier, you can spend 2 bone, 2 hide, and 2 organs to research, and so this would give us acceleration. Add 1d10 movement to a move action. Before moving, you may roll the death die and add the results to your movement for 1 move activation this round. One thing I just want to double check here. So, pass the death die. Set of benefits on monster. Once per round, the survivor of the death die may use 1 of the settlements unlock pulse discovery. So yeah, I'm not really too. I haven't been struggling with movement that much, and nor with having like not enough survival. So I'm not really too worried about the movement right now. And I think I'd rather work on kitting out the gear more. So one thing I'm in between is I want the oxidized bacon shield, but I do also just want a general lantern glaive rather than the oxidized one, which would be, let's see if it's got the price here. 2 iron, 4 leather, 4 bone. So it'd be 2 iron here too, and I don't know if we'd be able to do all of that. Let's see how much scrap and iron we have. So for basic, we have 2 scrap, 3 scrap, and we have 2 iron. And I think that iron is including the, yeah, okay, so we only have 2 iron, we've got 3 scrap, so that would only be 1 iron anyways. We do have a black lichen now. I think I might see if I can make that crazy bone thing. How much bone do we have? Nice, we got 15 bones, so we're pretty set. So I think my plan is, I don't know how wise it is, because I've lost my spear person. My spear people just seem to be cursed. And I don't know how wise making this is going to be, but I mean, it's a special weapon, so we might as well do it. But I think I'm going to save it for last, just in case I have math wrong. So the plan is Lance of Longinus here. Longinus? I'm not too sure. So 2 speed, 6+ to hit, and 9 strength, which is pretty sweet. Irreplaceable, that's what we don't like, because my spear people keep dying, and if they die, this is gone. Reach 2 as normal. Each showdown, the first time you wound, the monster gains a -1 toughness token. That's pretty cool too. I like that. So the thing is, how expensive is it? Ooh, 6 organs. I thought it was 6 bones. How many organs do we have? We have 11 organs. Okay, so we do have a lot of organs. I thought we were a little worse off there than we were. That's okay by me. Let's go ahead and spend an endeavor to change all of our hides to leathers. So let's see, 1, 2, 3. Four, 5, 6, 7 leather. That we shall do. 7 leather we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome, awesome. And yeah, I think let's go ahead and make this oxidized bacon shield first here, which is pretty cool indeed. Okay, so that is going to be. I wonder if I can actually do it in here. That'd be nice. Gear, exhausted lantern horde. Nope, what's going on here? Oops, what's going on? I'm tripping out. Okay, so. Oh, cocoon membrane. So we would need that. Otherwise, we do have everything. If I remember correctly, cocoon membrane is on here. And we only get it on a 7 to 8, which is not great. Let's try. So we'll spend a endeavor going down to 5. And investigate here. We're just going to send one of our dark eyes down. That is about as cocked as a die can get, so let's re-roll that. 5. 4 to 6. Add your roll results. Good. 4 to 6. Add your roll results. Oh, cool. I like that. So we get, oh, you know what? That is fantastic. So we gain 5 broken lanterns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heck yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to do that again. Six. Okay, we're going to get 6 more. I am not opposed to that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 13. And what are we at here? Going down to 3 is not optimal. Let's do 1 more. Looking for that 7 or an 8. 5. So we get 5 more broken lantern. Well, we are not hurting for scrap anymore. So not the worst thing, but not what we wanted. So I think this might change my plan for this. Up to 18. Okay, show. Let's look at progress. Scrap scavenge, I think. Scrap smelting. Purification. So we would love to get a 10, but we might have to do this more than once. That's okay. So let's look for a 10. No, we get a 3. In which case we can still do this, I believe. Let's see. Yep, spend 3 scrap and add an iron. We'll just do it after. So we get 1 iron right now. 2, and let's do that again. Looking for a 10. A 6. Okay, so that is 2 iron for 6 scrap. Let's just go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then adding strange iron 1, 2. Okay, cool. We'll put this to the side right now. Weapon crafter, we don't need to worry about. Leather worker, we've already done leather workings. We're not concerned with that. Is there anything else that I want to do as far as crafting goes? I'm kind of tempted to, let's see, how much? So we've got a bunch of organs. Organs aren't huge here. We do need 3, but we've got a bunch. We wouldn't be able to do... We could hypothetically make an oxidized lantern glaive next turn. Let's map this out. So we would need a tuber thing, which we don't have. And that would be 1, 2, 3... 4, 5 iron. How much iron do we have right now? I think we've got 4. Oops. Because we got 1 from the Phoenix, and then for Strange we have 3, so we have 4. So we need 1 more iron, which we can definitely do next phase. So the question is, do we want to make a... Oh, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense to make the special one. But then also having oxidized weapons sounds pretty sweet too. And I have a feeling oxidized is just better. So let's compare that really quick. So gear, exhausted lantern horn, oxidized glaive, 2+, 5+ to hit, 6 strength, barbed 4, which means on a perfect hit, gain 4 strength for the rest of the attack. Our buddy also gets perfect hits on 9s, if I remember correctly now, which is pretty cool. So melee, spear, axe, 2-handed. It's also sharp, so you're adding... Oh, man. I think I'm going to go this route. I'm going to go and do that instead. All right, let's do it. So this is going to be blacksmith. And we shall craft the lantern glaive, of which case we need 2 leather, 2 iron, and 4 bone. Skull, that sounds good. Craft. Cool. And so just the normal lantern glaive isn't quite the same, obviously. So 2 6+ to hits, 4 strength, reach 2, sharp 10, which is add 1d10 strength to each wound attempt. Early iron, when your attack roll is 1, cancel any hits and end the attack. That sucks, but we'll be able to get rid of that with the bacon shield, which is pretty cool. And okay. So we got that. And if we can't do... I'm kind of not really worried about making lantern armor because I am kind of mostly focused on this beastly oxidized bacon shield. So I think it's still +2 to all hit locations, but instead of block, let's take a little look. So still 2, and then deflect 2. Spend your action, you now have exactly 2 deflect tokens. The next 2 times you were hit, ignore a hit and lose a deflect token. So I like that a lot. Doesn't increase how much armor they have though, but that's not the end of the world. Okay, that is cool, and that does kind of change things this turn. Do I want to worry about... Questions, questions, questions. I think making a second bacon shield would be really cool, but I don't think it would be worthwhile. Let's take a little look here. Bacon shield, how much is it to make? It's 4 bone, 3 leather, 2 iron. No, I don't think that's worthwhile. Well, after all this talk about going craft heavy, I don't think I'm going to go that craft heavy. What's this whip need? So it's going to need iron 2, I'm assuming. Oh, just 1. Not gonna lie, that's kind of tempting. I don't know if I have room for this in my current loadouts, though. Yeah, not gonna bother. Well, that, after all that, wasn't the most interesting crafting by far. I might revisit it off camera, but I think that's gonna be the crafting for now. So we're not able to oxidize because we don't have the cocoon membrane. I think what we will do is try to get rid of, where did that get to? Weapon Crafter, Catarium, Exhausted Lantern Horde. The piece about, is it Barber Surgeon? Yes, trepanning. So let's trepan, going down to 1. And so we are looking to get a 3 to a 6. Dang. Okay, so that stinks. They get a intracranial hemorrhage. Severe head injury. Which, if I remember, it sucks. You can no longer use or gain any survival. This injury is permanent and can be recorded once. Gain 1 bleeding token. Okay, well, let's try this again. 5. Okay, well, we get rid of the secretive, so they can actually come out next time, which we like. And we didn't get Timeless Eye on this person. We got Carapace of Will, which is too bad. You know what? You know what? Balls to it. I am going to go back on over here, and I'm going to do what I was supposed to do in the first place and draw 3 and pick a favorite. Thrill Seeker. Whenever you gain survival during the showdown phase, gain 1 more. Leader. Whenever you encourage a survivor, they gain +1 speed until the end of the round. Once per hunt, you may inspire another survivor. They may use your understanding and courage. It's pretty cool. Instead for Overwhelming Darkness, Monster Claw style. Well, I think Leader is going to be it. So there we go. Cool. Cool. Yes. Okay. Well, and that would have been our last endeavor there. So we got rid of the disorder that we didn't want, but we gained intracranial hemorrhage, which is not necessarily fun, but that's okay. I'll have to figure out their loadout because they're going to be using the Kulanu Spear. This being Scar. And what is the loadout currently? Let's add it in. Blacksmith, Lantern Glaive. Cool. Well, that's going to be it for now. So we got the leather armor, the bloom sphere, cat eye circlet, and Lantern Glaive. So pretty fun, methinks. Stoked on that, I think. But yeah, so I think that is going to be everything. And so I said last time that we were going to fight against the White Line, level 3. But I realized 2 things. One is that it doesn't give Black Lichen, and I want at least another 1 or 2 of those. And 2, you also need Saga to gain the benefits of its extra good level 3, so we're not going to be doing that after all. Instead, I think we are going to switch things up a little bit from the antelope, and we're going to shift gears and try the level 3 flower knight. We haven't fought the flower knight for a really long time, and yeah, I figure that will be an interesting challenge. Not super keen on what we get. We get another sleeping virus flower, which is obviously strong, but we've got our one really luck character base, and everyone else's gear grids are fully full too. So yeah, mostly just for a different fight, revisiting one that we haven't seen in a while that still gives us the black lichen stuff. And yeah, that'll be next week or the following, depending on when this video comes out. So thanks for tagging along for this quick little, what's it called again? Settlement phase. And we'll see you next time. Bye!